but it's on, so I'm recording on my phone versus on Zoom. Okay, so you need a resistance tube, and you need a set of weights for today's workout. But we're gonna actually start down on the ground with some really important core exercises to warm up our bodies, and also help us get into, well, we want to strengthen all the little muscles in our backs and core so that we stay strong. And these are great exercises for everybody. So come onto your hands and your knees. And we will go in just a moment here. So we're going to actually just first kind of get your hands right underneath your shoulders and your knees right underneath your hips. And then extend one leg up. And then take the opposite arm up. And we're just holding here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then let's switch over to the other side. So extend that other leg, and then the opposite arm, and we hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to go back to the first side, opposite arm, opposite leg, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then switch to the other side. And while you do this, I want you to think about reaching your fingers in one direction and your toes in the other. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to switch to the first side for 2, 1, switch, 2, 1, and we're going to keep going. 2, 1, 2, 1. One more time. 2, 1. Last. 1, 2, 1. And then you can come onto your back. So that is a back warm up. Now we're going to warm up our core. So when you're in this position, I want you to bring your belly button, bring your back, your lower back down onto the ground. So I want you to actually make contact with your mat with the lower part of your back. Then bring one foot up, drop that foot, bring the other foot up, and drop that foot. While you do this, I need you to press that belly button, that back, I don't know why I call that belly button, your back down towards the ground. So, your core is activated as you do this. And what we're doing is working the little muscles in your abdomen, part of your transverse abdominis. That's the muscle that's kind of like the girdle of your core. And you work your obliques as well. And we'll go 4, 3, 2, and last 1. Okay, and then remember this is a warm-up, so if it doesn't feel like much, that's okay. Now you're going to bring both feet up. You're going to bring your head up off the mat and reach your arms out. Your lower back is down on the ground, and we're just holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll your head back down to the ground, and you can drop one foot at a time. And we're going to do that again. So bring your feet back up, hands come out, head comes off the ground, and we hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your head down, one foot down, and then the other. And we're going to do it again for a little longer, but if you need to stop and take a break, you can, all right? So bring your feet back up, your head up, And reach your hands here. We're holding for 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release everything down. We're gonna do it all over again, just slightly different this time. So coming back onto your hands and your knees. And then we're gonna extend opposite arm and opposite leg. And this time, we're gonna bring our elbow towards our knee and then back out. So it's in and out on this side. Elbow comes towards your knee. If you can touch your knee, great. If you can't, that's okay. And we go for 5, 4, this is called a bird dog crunch. 3, 2, and 1. And then let's switch over to the other side. 8. Bring that elbow to your knee. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. On back onto your back. So we're repeating some of the same moves, and we're going to add and make them a little more challenging now. So feet are off the ground this time. Hands are up. Lower back is down towards the ground. Now we're going to extend your left leg out, and then your right arm up over your head. And then bring them back into the center. Now extend your right leg out and your left arm, so opposite arm, opposite leg, and then bring them back in. Do it again, right leg, right arm, left leg, and back in, right leg, left arm. The most important thing, if you're getting confused, is just opposite arm, opposite leg. And this can be a little challenging to remember. And let's just keep going. We're gonna go 6, 5, and this is one arm and leg going at the same time. 4, 3, 2, and last one. You can hug your knees into your chest, take a quick break. And now keeping your knees in towards your chest, you're gonna roll up as far as you can roll. So rolling back and then forward. I don't know, let's see if this is possible. Is that not a good thing?
Exercise, it hurts my back.
Okay, so let's not do that then. So we don't have to do that, we can go back to our first move, which are the hollow hold, which is what we did before. So knees are up, hands are out, head comes up, we hold here. And if you want to add a little challenge, you can try to bring your hands over your head. And we hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay. And now we're done with that. We're going to stand up. That was our warm-up. Not so short. 8 minutes long. And then we have another 8 minutes. So today's workout's a little longer.
Okay.
And we're going to start with nothing. And we're going to add. So we're going to go, just stick with me. I'm tracking all of these things that we're doing. We're going for 1 minute of air squats. So just sitting back in your heels, chest up. And so a squat is sort of like sitting in the chair, tapping your butt down, and then standing back up. Nice job. Today's workout is a lot of squats. And we're going to work our back. So we're here for just another 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Next up, we're going to take our arms out and squeeze your shoulder blades together and then release. So you squeeze them back and release. Squeeze, I'm just trying to show you. You squeeze those shoulder blades together and then release. So here we go. And then, if you feel confident with that move, you can add a butt kick as you do it. So you bring your heel up towards your butt. And then as you feel more comfortable, you can start to speed it up. So here we're working shoulders and back. We're going 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so next up we're going to do another squat, but this time we're adding a weight. So you're going to choose a single weight. I recommend, if you haven't been using weights, to just choose a really light weight. Then we're going to come and bring the weight out in front of us, so it's not touching our chest. It's just a little bit out in front, and you can use one, just one weight is good. There we go, yep. And we're gonna take it down and just squat with that one weight. So with this weight, we add a little bit of core strengthening and challenge. I recommend breathing out as you come up. Just a little longer. A couple more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we need the element of torture, the tube. So the tube is an excellent tool for back exercises. I really love it for this reason. It's unlike anything else that you can do with weights. You can't do the same kind of exercises as you can with a tube. So you're going to take your handles in your hands, and then you want to get a little tension on your tube so that it's not too squirrely. We're going to take the tube up over our heads and then pull it down and then back up. Okay, so this, just take your time. You can go slowly with this. But what we're doing here is we are strengthening your lats. So your lats, and you want to be pulling it down out in front of you. I think you are, but a lot of people get confused with this one and they'll pull it down behind them. The tube goes in front. And if you don't have a tube, you can just do this tubeless, or you can use a towel. But what we're doing is exercising, you keep going, the muscles that run along the outsides of your back. So if you're swimming, this is something you really need, but it's basically good for all of life. We need to strengthen our lats. And the tube is especially good at it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, and then no more tube. That's it for the tube. We
are gonna grab our weight. Actually, no, we're not gonna grab our weight again. We're going to do a squat to a calf raise. So now we're gonna come up onto our toes. In fact, why don't we just all do that, starting with the calf raise. So coming up on your toes and then come back down. Well, let's do 4 then. 4, 3, to get our balance, 2, and 1. Now we're going to add the squat, stand up, calf raise. So we get a little added challenge. And we should all be working on strengthening our calf muscles. You need your calves to walk up and down stairs. And if you're in the water, for kicking. If you're a cyclist, you need them for cycling. If you're a runner, anything. Again, all of these things are very useful for all of life. And we're going not for as long as we did before, so we only have 2 more. And 1 more. All right. So now you want weights for a row. A row, we're going to pull 2 weights up and back. I suggest choosing something pretty light if you're just starting out. Our backs are really strong and they can use a lot of heavy weight, but it's best to take your time getting there. All right, so we're gonna lean forward. You wanna get your back nice and straight. You're not 90 degrees, and you're not all the way up. Lean just a little bit forward. And then we squeeze our shoulder blades together, and then release. Squeeze, and release. If it's easier, you can face me. You don't have to face the same direction as I am. I'm just facing this direction so you can see the lean forward and position of my head. Your head should be in line with your back. And this is going to strengthen your core and your back big time. And we have 4, 3, 2, and last one. Stand up. I'm putting 1 weight down because we're gonna do our squat to calf raise, but this time with 1 weight. So we're adding a little element of challenge, but we're only going 30 seconds. You ready? Here we go. So sit down, come up, calf raise. It's a little bit more of a challenge. If you feel pretty comfortable, you can add a little speed, but try to stay controlled at the same time. Oh, so many things to think about. Don't worry about speed if you're just figuring it out. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. 1 more time, rows. This time we're gonna change the challenge of the row a little bit, and we're gonna go 1 arm, the other arm, both arms. All right. So just stick with me. You're leaning forward, nice, not too far forward, not too far up. And then we go 1 arm, the other arm, and then both. 1, the other, and both. Right, whatever arm, then the other, then both. Let's do it 2 more times. 1, the other, and both. Last time. 1, and both. And then stand up, set your weights down, and we'll do a quick stretch. Beautiful. All right, so let's take 1 arm across our body. It's always good to stretch even after a short workout. Stretching helps us stay more mobile. All right, switch over to the other side, and I'm laughing because it's hard to take the time to stretch. And so I'm including a short stretch here just so that you hopefully will do it. All right, drop both hands, bring one up overhead, and arch your back over. Oh, it's so good. And then you can look up at the ceiling or the sky. And then other side. And then bring that arm down. And then we're gonna just fall forward. And you can see I cannot touch my toes. Don't feel bad if you can't touch your toes. But we're gonna just work on it a little bit right here. So we're gonna inhale halfway up. So you only come to the halfway position and then you exhale down. And it is amazing how that can help you already move a little bit further into this position. Let's do it again. Inhale halfway up. And then exhale down. Oh yeah, let your head hang down. And then slowly roll yourself up to standing. So nice and slow. Then we're gonna bring our hands overhead and arch back. And then release our hands down to the sides. And thank you very much.